It really doesn't seem to matter what Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez does. It is going to draw the ire of Republicans. Every time this woman steps outside, anytime somebody takes a photograph of her, hell, anytime she has any kind of fundraiser, Republican media pounce on it relentlessly. They cannot help themselves from being obsessed with AOC. The latest outrage came a couple days ago when AOC on her website started selling some t-shirts to actually raise money for her campaign. Each one of these shirts that she sells is technically a campaign donation. And one of the t-shirts is a long sleeve sweatshirt, I guess. Looks more like a crew neck. Whatever, I'm not going to argue that. Anyway, a long sleeve sweatshirt that just says, tax the rich. And it was selling for $65. It's now come down to $58. And conservative media freaked out, saying, oh my God, how can you say tax the rich, but you're selling a t-shirt for this astronomical amount of money? You're such a hypocrite. It's the cartoon. Oh, you complain about society, yet you participate in it. I'm very intelligent. Look, okay, this is according to LGBTQ Nation. They laid it out beautifully. Right-wing media organization PragerU claimed it was a ripoff that was Marxism 101. Fox News contributor Lisa Marie Booth sniped, what percentage of AOC fans do we think are extremely wealthy? Sean Hannity's website wrote that they can't make this up. TheBlaze.com claimed she was getting destroyed. Daily Wire contributor Harry tweeted that it was precisely what you'd expect well-heeled liberal denizens of New York's Upper East Side to wear, such as Leonard Bernstein and his glitterati would while hanging out with Black Panthers and his penthouse. Oh my God! You people are psychotic! For the record, the sweatshirt cost so much because it was union made here in the United States. And again, I can't stress this enough, because it's actually a campaign contribution. Yes, when you buy things off a campaign website, they cost a little more. Like my $20 Bernie Sanders coffee mug that I guarantee you doesn't actually cost $20, but it was a campaign donation. My $10 Bernie Sanders sticker. My $10 Ed Markey sticker. Yeah, they don't actually cost that much, but that's what you do, to get the donation. You give them something that costs less than the donation so that you actually get some money off it. That's what happens. But all of that is completely irrelevant. The fact that, all of those outlets, every single one of them, had to run stories about AOC and her shirt. Oh my God. Here's why they do it. Nobody, no politician in America right now scares Republicans more than AOC. First and foremost, because she's good at what she does. We have seen her doing her questioning during congressional hearings, and she is smarter than almost everybody in that room. In fact, the only other people who can hold a candle to her are the other members of the squad. Why? Because they give a damn. That's the difference. When you give a damn, when you care, you prepare. And I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but that's the God's honest truth. In the grilling of the pharmaceutical executives, she came armed with facts. Why? Because she actually cares that they are price gouging American citizens. She's not trying to cozy up or go easy on them because she wants their campaign donations. No, her campaign donations come from people buying t-shirts. Yeah, maybe it's a little more expensive than you think it should be, but it goes to support American-made union jobs and help a good person stay in office and run her campaigns without corporate money. But she scares Republicans because she's smart, she's a woman, she's not as white as everybody else. Oh my God, it's all three things Republicans are scared of more than anything. Brains, women, and non-white skin. That's why they talk about her relentlessly, and that's why they pick on her for stupid crap like this. Because they have nothing of substance to actually attack her on. Because when you look at the polling, her positions are actually supported by most Americans. She is the real center in American politics, and Republicans are terrified for the public to finally catch on to that.